Hello my friends, you're welcome to solve this math problem to simplify this expression and find the value of n. In the first step, we start by letting this as a and this as b. So in here, write a is equal to 9th root of 38 plus 7 plus 17 square root of 5, and b is 9th root of 38 minus 17 square root of 5. And from here, a to power of 9 is equal to 38 plus 17 square root of 5, right? Raise both sides of this equation to power of 9, it will be a to power of 9, and this to power of 9, this 9th root will cancel, right? So, and in here, b to power of 9 is equal to 38 minus 17 square root of 5. And in next step, in here we write this equation, and n is equal to a plus b, right? A plus b. And in next step, from these two equations, we add these two equations together, and it will be a to power of 9 plus b to power of 9 in here is equal to 38 plus 17 square root of 5, 38 plus 17 square root of 5, and plus 38 minus 17 square root of 5. And here it will be, this will cancel this, and it will be 76, right? 38 plus 38 will be 76. And if we multiply these two equations together, it will be a to power of 9 times b to power of 9. This is equal to a to power of 9 is 38 plus 17 square root of 5, and b to power of 9 is 38 minus 17 square root of 5. And here this is in the form of a plus b, right, times a minus b, right? And this is equal to a square minus b square. So in here it will be 38 square minus 17 square root of 5 square, right? So 17 square root of 5 square. And it will be in here we have n is equal to a plus b, and here we have a to power of 9 plus b to power of 9 is equal to 76. And here a to power of 9 times b to power of 9 is equal to 38 to power of 2, it will be 44, and minus 17 square root of 5 to power of 2, it will be 1445, right? And this is equal to negative 1. So we let this as equation 1, this as equation 2, and this as equation 3. And in next step, as you know, if we have a plus b to power of 3, this is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square and plus b cube, right? And here it will be a plus b to power of 3 is equal to a cube plus b cube, and plus, in here, for these two parts, we factor 3ab, and in here, this divided by this, it will be a, and this divided by this, it will be b. So, from here, a plus b from equation 1 is n, right? So in here we write n to power of 3 is equal to a cube plus b cube and plus 3ab. 3ab from here. In here we have a to the power of 9 times b to the power of 9, right, is equal to -1. So, right in here, we can write this as a times b to the power of 9 is equal to -1, right? So, this is odd number, so in here, we can write a times b is equal to -1, right? Because -1 to the power of 9, it will be -1, right? So, from here, a times b is -1, so it will be 3 times -1 and times a plus b, and a plus b is n. So, it will be n cube is equal to a cube plus b cube minus 3n. And we take this to this side, and it will be a cube plus b cube is equal to, in here we have n cube, and we take this to this side, it will be plus 3n. And we let this as equation 4. And a next step, in here, we have a to the power of 9 plus b to the power of 9 is equal to 76. So we write in here from equation 2, we have a to the power of 9 plus b to the power of 9 is equal to 76. And in here we can write a to the power of 9 as a to the power of 3 to the power of 3 and plus b to the power of 3 to the power of 3, right? This is equal to a to the power of 9, and this is equal to b to the power of 9 is equal to 76. And from equation 4, we have the value of a cube plus b cube, right? So in here, we can write this in this form. X plus y to the power of 3 is equal to x cube plus y cube and plus 3xy times x plus y, right? So, in here, we have a cube to the power of 3 plus b cube to the power of 3, right? In here, we have x cube plus y cube. So, we can take these two parts to this side, and right in here, we have x cube plus y cube, these two, is equal to, we take this part to this side, and it will be x plus y to the power of 3 minus 3xy times x plus y, right? So, and from here, we can write this in this form, which is x is a cube and y is b cube, right? So, from here, we can write this in this form, and it will be x plus y. In here we write a cube plus b cube to the power of 3, a cube plus b cube to the power of 3, right? X plus y to the power of 3, we write a cube plus b cube to the power of 3, and minus 3xy, 3x, x is a cube times y, y is b cube, and times x plus y, a cube plus y cube, b cube, a cube plus b cube. So, in here we write these two parts in this form, and this is equal to 76. And in next step, it will be a cube plus b cube from equation number 4 in here is n cube plus 3n, right? So we write in here n cube plus 3n to the power of 3 and minus 3 times a cube times b cube. And a cube times b cube, we can write this as a times b to the power of 3, right? In here, a cube times b cube is equal to ab to the power of 3, right? And AB is negative 1, so negative 1 to power of 3 is negative 1, right? From equation in here, equation number 3 in here, A times B is negative 1, right? So A cubed times B cubed, it will be negative 1, and times A cubed plus B cubed. And A cubed plus B cubed in here also is n cubed plus 3n is equal to 76. And it will be n cubed plus 3n to power of 3. And here negative 3 times negative 1, it will be positive 3, and times n cubed plus 3n is equal to 76. And in next step, we let n cubed plus 3n as t. And we rewrite this equation, and it will be t cubed plus 3t, and we take this 76 to this side, it will be negative 76 is equal to 0. And it will be t cubed plus 3t. And here we can write negative 76 as negative 64 minus 12, right? And is equal to 0. And in next step, we take these two parts together and these two parts together, and it will be t cubed minus 64. Minus 64, we can write this as 4 to power of 3 and plus 3t minus 12. And here we factor t from these two parts, and it will be, we factor 3 from these two parts, and it will be 3t divided by 3, it will be t, and negative 12 divided by t, divided by 3, it will be negative 4 is equal to 0. And in here we have t cubed minus 4 cubed, right? And we can write this as t minus 4 times t squared plus 4t and plus 16 and plus this 3t minus 4 is equal to 0. And next step in here, t minus 4 is common, so we factor t minus 4, and this part divided by this. In here we have t squared plus 4t and plus 16, and this divided by this, it will be 3 plus 3 is equal to 0, and it will be t minus 4 times t squared plus 40 and plus 19, right, is equal to 0. And here we have two solutions for t. T minus 4 is equal to 0, and from here t is equal to 4, or t squared plus 40 plus 19 is equal to 0. And here we use quadratic formula, and the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac, right? And a is coefficient of t squared is 1, b is coefficient of t is 4, and c is constant is 19. And discriminant is equal to b squared, it will be 4 squared is 16 minus 4ac. 4 times a is 1, so 4 times 1 is 4, and times 19 it will be 76, and it will be negative 60, and negative 60 is less than 0, and in here we have no real solution. So we reject this equation, and we continue by t is equal to 4. And next step, we recall this t is equal to n cubed plus 3n. So in here we write t is equal to n cubed plus 3n. And from here t is equal to 4. And we can write 4, t is equal to 4, and 4 is equal to n cubed plus 3n. And next step, we take this to this side, and it will be n cubed plus 3n, and it will be minus 4, right? And we can write negative 4 as negative 3 minus 1 is equal to 0. So in here, we take this 4 to this side, and it will be negative 4, and we write negative 4 as negative 3 minus 1, right? And next step, we take this and this together, and these two parts together, and it will be n cubed minus 1 and plus, from these two parts, we factor 3, and it will be 3 times n minus 1 is equal to 0. And here, we can write this as n minus 1 times n cubed, n squared, plus n plus 1, and plus 3, n minus 1 is equal to 0. And next step, n minus 1 is common, so we factor n minus 1. And in here we have n squared plus n plus 1. And here we have 3 is equal to 0. So in here we have two solutions for n. n minus 1 is equal to 0, and here n is equal to 1. And n squared plus n plus 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 4 is equal to 0. And we use quadratic formula, and the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac, right? And b is coefficient of n, so it will be 1, so b squared it will be 1 squared, 1, minus 4ac. 4 times aa is 1, right? 4 times 1 is 4, and times c is 4. It will be 16, and this is equal to negative 15, and this is less than 0, so in here we have no real solution, and n is equal to 1 is our final answer. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.